Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stay Fishy Fridays. I'd love to say it's me and Josh here, but Josh has got an attitude, and I kind of yelled at him, so he took off like a big baby that he is. He's gone. So it's going to be Big Rich tonight. And, we're going to have a good time because, of course, Josh ain't going to be here. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and, let's come up with tonight's drinking word. How about that? Okay, let me see. We're going to be talking about Tracy. We're going to be talking about the tortoises. We're going to be talking about our new intakes. We got a bunch of new fish in. Wow, it seems really nice here without Josh, don't it? It's just so quiet and calm. I like it. Let me see what else. Oh, the new boat. Let me see. Anything else we're going to be talking about? Just the new fish and things we've been doing around here. So let's just get underway. Let's come up with the word. How about Josh? Because he's not going to be here tonight. So let's talk about Josh. That works. Yeah. So use guys that want to drink every time you see me drink. More power to you. You want to drink when you hear the word Josh? More power to you. That's the drinking word though. So let me see how many people we got here. And we can move on to the Tracy update when it's time. We have to have enough people on here though. I don't want to go through all that and then, nobody be here. We only got 87 people. Usually there's 130. You guys, I was going to say usually there's about 180, 200 people before we get to the Tracy update. Oh, what are you guys saying? No, Josh. Oh, no. Alison Barry says, tell me you're pulling our leg. We need Josh. Backyard Boat says she's banned. Actually, she's out there playing with the new boat. Sebastian says, I know you're just joshing around. Oh, look at Josh is on here. You can't walk out on the show and then be on the show, Josh. Deb Charge says, hi, Josh and Skylar. Doesn't say hi to Rich. What's up with that? Raheem says, how you doing, Big Rich? What's up with your health? How you doing? Bambi says, Big Rich, what did you do with our Kathy? I worked her to death. She don't like being on camera. She's in her room. She's all watching right now. Kathy, say hi. Alrighty. So let me get on to the Tracy update because I really like what happened this week. Jens Carlson says, keep it real, no fanboy crap. All right, Josh, come on out. They don't want to see this crap. Josh! He's being an a-hole now.
You know you can't start a damn live stream without me.
I did just fine, thank you very much.
No, you were reading the comments. I gave you a big middle finger and I said, up yours, Dad. I'm like, shit, wrong channel. I meant to use this one. And I'm like, I'm starting a new channel in 5 minutes. Who's coming? What's up, everyone? No, I was outside in the fish room working. And I've got a visitor coming tomorrow, so I had to clean windows, get stuff, buttoned up.
We have Sue Ann Campbell and her husband coming tomorrow morning at, I think, 10, 11 a.m.
I'll be here at 10.
Okay, and then we've got, remember John Trong? He's donated so much to the rescue. He's coming here Sunday and spending the night. So I don't know if he's bringing his wife or not, but you remember he asked his wife to marry her here.
Yeah.
And they, then got married. It's too bad that we couldn't, get them married here at the rescue. But I did just stop. I bought an archway and some pillars and stuff, all wedding supplies. But it looks beautiful. We're going to put them in at the end of the patio down there and make it nice. Okay, so let's get on to the Tracy update. Let me open up this for you. We got this here. How's that?
You need to scoot towards me a little bit, left side of your body cut off. Let me mute this TV.
Oh yeah, please let me mute the TV. Sorry.
Bad host. Always having to come in and fix stuff.
I wouldn't even have a live stream if you would really want to bow out.
What's up?
I wouldn't even have a live stream if you really wanted to bow out. This is something I did with you. You know what I'm saying? You're my baby boy, and I do this with you. If you really wanted to bow out, I just shut it down.
Pretty much.
Not because I had to, but because I did it with you.
Wait. Did you just admit I'm the favorite host?
You suck. You're going to turn everything around. He sucks.
I know what you
Terrible
mean.
son. Terrible son. Okay.
I heard you talking about Tracy update.
Yeah, okay, let's start the Tracy update now. This week, here's something that happened. She's been amazing. She's been doing great. I've been getting so much sleep during the night. You know, I got my alarm set for every 2 hours, so I get up and, you know, rearrange that kind of stuff. But the thing is, you know, she was going off with her alarms between all that, you know, for last couple of weeks, and it was hard. It was rough. Couldn't get no sleep. Well, you know, this last week she's been doing great. Last night I set her up, and I only had to go in there every 2 hours. I never had an alarm go off in between. I just repositioned her. I suctioned her out, went back to bed. I mean, 4.5 minutes, you know, and then I'd go back to bed. And, you know, I've got her on her camera, of course, by my bed, and then it's hooked up to the stereo. So her alarms are way louder in my room than out here. So, you know, she didn't wake me up. I got the most sleep I've ever had in I don't know how many months now last night. And then this morning I woke up, changed her, and did this. And I'm thinking, you know, because she slept too. I'm thinking, okay, all right, is she alerted? I always wondered myself, is she alert? Is she on the ball? Or is she, you know, gone? And I tried talking to her. And she's looking over this way because she's on her side. So she's looking this way. And I come in her ear and I'm like, hi, Tracy. She goes, like, she's scared. Like, what the hell, you know? And I'm like, what? I look down to see if I'm leaning on her or hurting her in any way or something, you know? Because this is not a reaction she normally does. And I'm like, Tracy, are you hearing me? Do you listen? Do you understand me? And she just kept looking around like all confused. And I'm like, oh my God, she's like, you know, zoning in on my voice. She's looking for me, and she made eye contact with me. I swear to God, she saw me for the first time this whole time. She's made eye contact before, but it didn't feel like she was there. This time, she dead ass looked at me and was, you know, all freaked out first, and then looked at me like something has happened with her brain. She's recognizing, she's seeing now, you know, or something. I don't know. All I know is it freaked her out, and then she zoned in on me. So I had to give her a kiss on her forehead and her cheek and tell her, it's okay, honey, don't be scared. Did all that. And, you know, along with when I change her, you know, I tell her, hold your legs up, and she holds her knees up in the air. And I lean her left, and I can change, and I can lean her right and pull it out, and then I can lean her left again, put the new under her, and then, you know, lean her right, pull it out that side, and then I have to spread her legs. So I do it with this hand and this elbow. I put it between her legs, and then I can use this hand to get the garment up between her legs. And then I tell her, put your legs down, honey. And she has her knees up in the air like that, and then she just goes ahead and puts them down. I know I've said it before, but she is listening so well now. I mean, she has just got it, you know, to where the doctors come here. I can show them. Let me change her diaper. I don't want to say that word, but let me change her garment. And, you know, the doctor can see how well she listens. I mean, she is just there listening, you know. And the fact that she's looked towards me before. Like, if I start talking on this side, you know, she's over here. She'll start, and she'll look this way, right? If I come over here, she'll look that way. But today it was like, you know, she's laying there, and I'm like, hi, Tracy. And she dead ass scared looked at me like, you know. And I don't know if I startled her or if she recognized me for the first time, or I don't know. It was something she's never done before. and I'm going to take it as something good because any improvement is improvement, So she's I don't know. She's been so good, as far as her health. The doctor came out Thursday, first time in like, I don't know, a month, and she was just amazed. There was no scars on Tracy. There's no, bed sores on Tracy. She said she looks absolutely comfortable. And I like that word that the doctor used. And I'm like, we're just talking about Mara and stuff and how Mara over exaggerated everything and made everything out to be a big, oh my God, this is an emergency. Oh, get the doctors on the phone. This is that. And this happened. And send this over. We got to give her these pills. Now, because she's taking these pills, we got to give her them pills. And you know what? It's so much more calm around here without that nurse here. The doctor even agreed. She goes, it is so much better the way that you're taking care of her. I mean, I told her she was off all of her medicines except for the two. One is for the famotidine, which is a Pepsid AC, basically, that would bring down the acid reflux in her belly, because that's what started all this. She had an internal bleed in her esophagus. So we try and keep the acid level down. So she gets the Pepsid. She's going to have to take that the rest of her life. Then she gets her narcolepsy medicine. Okay. And those two pills, that's it. That's all she's taking. All them other 8 pills, I weaned her off of. She don't need none of them. And then the doctor's like, well, she was on lamitidine or something like that for her heart or her blood pressure. And I'm like, yeah, but, Mara would hype things up. She'd like just get done changing her and take her blood pressure. I'm like, of course it's going to be high. So it was high. So Mara called in the drugs for her. The doctor sat there, and I just got done changing her and showed the doctor how I changed, the split sponge around the trach and all that, and put that back on. And we just got done messing with Tracy. She took her blood pressure, and it was 130 over 80. She's like, I am impressed. This is great. She don't need that blood pressure medicine. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I got Tracy off all those medications, and she's like, Mara called me and asked me for a reference for her next job, and I told her after all that I heard, there's no way I can give her that reference. I mean, I'm just going to leave that out there as of what it is. But, so I don't know. The doctor says she looks more comfortable now than she's ever seen her before, and she's been out here every month for the last 2 years. So she's just completely ecstatic with Tracy's health and how she's doing, and of course I tried showing her that Tracy sees me and watches me walk from side to the bed and turns her head, and it didn't happen in front of the. That's just Murphy's Law, though. I'm like, you got to be, just stay here for the day, okay? It will happen. And but she was very pleased. She was very pleased. And the fact she says, oh, I thought that the nurses were starting. And I'm like, well, I've had 4 different nurses that came out for a meet and greet and said they wanted to start. None of them started yet. I'm still here, 24/7. So she's maintaining her weight. She's doing good. I've got her bath schedule down now because it's a real pain, for baths. I have to get her up out of the bed, and I have to change all the sheets there, but I have to put her into her Hoyer lift and then into her bathroom. It's called a tilt and space type thing. And then I take her from there into my bathroom, and then I have to take a shower with her because there's no reason for me to get in that shower and give Tracy a shower without getting a shower myself because I get soaked. So I'm trying to show, and I'm trying to keep, her trach off. So I give her the trach cover, but there's no air hooked up to it. So without the moisture being pumped in, she don't need the air because the moisture is what covers up her whole esophagus, and then she needs air pumped in along with it. Without the moisture, she don't need air, but she needs the moisture to keep her lungs moist so that she don't get a mucus plug. So, but for 20 minutes in the shower, and it's all moist air she's breathing in anyway. So I just put the cover on there, and then I shower her off, and oh my God, you should see her eyes roll when I start washing her hair and brushing her hair, and it's just, she just entirely enjoys it. You can just tell. She's like, ha 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 ha. I'm laying there and I'm washing everything. The only problem is I can't turn her over to wash the backside, so I have to lean her forward to wash her back and stuff. And then when I'm doing her hair and all that, and then sit back. But there's no way I can pick her up to wash from underneath. So I have to wash different. I have to be creative in how I wash her. And then, when you get out of the shower, you hit cold air out in the room. So I can't do that. I got to sit in there with her while I dry her off in the wet, moist shower, because as soon as I open that door, it's cold air. It feels like cold air, but you're in this hot, moist air. So, and she was a freeze baby too. So I have to dry her off, dry her hair, brush her hair, do all this stuff. And I'm almost basically breaking a sweat again after I get out of the shower. But it's the best for her. And that's how we've brought this down to, do all that. Sue Ann says, does she need her nails painted? She just got them done. You can look at them. If you can think you can do better, you can redo them. But they're pink, they're pretty, they're done. Maybe I think it was 2 weeks ago.
So there's a comment in here, and I just can't let this go. Like, okay. I'm, kind of chopping at the bit here. Like, I was trying to let you finish the mom update because I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
But I seen something. It kind of got to me, all right?
Okay.
Skylar said she got her eye infected because the cat hit her in the eye.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're telling me is the goddamn cat gave her pink eye?
Not pink eye. No, that cat. Okay, you got to understand. Listen,
though.
I get what you're saying. It's funny and all, but no, that cat is mean. Okay? I'm sitting there, I'm laying there sleeping, and he'll come up to me and he'll headbutt me. Like, wake up. And then I try and ignore him, he'll sit back. Hey, you be quiet. I'm telling my story.
He farted on a pillow.
Stop. I know. Stop. You're not on the live stream. Back off.
Josh, look.
Okay. Look at her eye. It is black and blue.
It's not infected. It's just bruised.
She got a little round purple spot on the back of her eye. But here's what the cat does. I know because, if I don't make that cat go and stay in Skylar's room, he's in my room with me. So I'm sitting there, and usually I'm awake, but sometimes I fall asleep for 20 minutes or so. And then that cat will come up to you and he'll headbutt you hard. I'm like,
really
what the hell?
He
and
wants
then
your attention. Right.
And then if I don't say nothing to him, I don't, talk to him, he comes around with a roundhouse and pops you and hits you in the side of your face. I'm like, you asshole. Push him off the bed. Get out of here. But he boxes me. He hits me in the face. I don't bruise like she does. So I'm like, F you, F this cat. You take it in your room tonight. She comes out with a sort of black eye.
Should I show it on camera?
You can.
So this is from the cat.
They're not going to be able to see.
I don't think
yeah, you can see the purple spot. Yeah.
Hashtag Skylar's pink eye.
Oh, that cat is just mean, though. I mean, I swear to God.
It's hard.
I walk into my room. He hides under the dresser or something. And then as you walk by, he'll just grab your foot, try and trip you. He sneak attacks you. You walk by the little chair that's in there, he'll come running out from under the bed and grab you. And you're just, falling. Like, what the hell? What just happened? He's mean. He sneak attacks you. My feet are laying off the end of the bed. He'll just swat me like somebody give me a hard high five. That's how hard he hits me. And then runs around the room like, you can't catch me.
I need to keep his nails trimmed and keep him from farting on Skylar's pillow. I mean, it is a big cat. He's probably 15 pounds right now, maybe more. He's still skinny. He hasn't got his weight to him. When he gets around 2 or 3, he'll start filling out, and he'll probably be 25 to 30 pounds. Right now, no, it's just all hair. Damn cat looks like Norman Bates.
Look how long that cat is. Look at that thing. He's 7 months old. Pick him up high so they can see the whole tail and everything. He's 40 inches long. Look at this tail. Is he? This thing is, look how long this thing is. That cat's crazy.
Damn trash panda.
He's called Trash Cat.
We call him Trash Cat all the time.
Breaking. Hey, buddy, we gotta have a talk. No giving Skylar pink eye. No pink eye.
Look at that face. Show them the face of it. It looks like a damn lion and a bobcat cross or something. Turn that face.
Norman, look at that face. Norman Bates right there.
Now he's being all nice. He acts like he has done no wrong.
Oh, we got cat toys. There's cat toys galore. All over my room, all over, Skylar's room. It's crazy. He hasn't had the snip yet,
That's what is crazy too. And it's only gonna get worse. And the second you get him snipped, if you go that route, he'll be like a whole new cat.
Yeah.
He'll just be laid back and he won't want to do nothing. Up until he turns about 6, 7, 8 years old. And then he thinks he's an outdoor cat. He's going to try and escape. That's where my cats are at right now. They've been indoor cats their whole damn life. Brought them from an apartment, gave them the whole house. Now all they want to do is sneak outside.
Lori Petrosky says, train that cat. Trust me, Skylar has spent so much time training this cat. He actually gives paw, you say paw, and he'll give you his paw and shake, and she gives him a treat, and he will sit on command for a treat. That cat's smart. I've never seen a cat do that before.
Cats are smart. Steal shit. All right. Let's see what kind of comments we got going on.
Someone's asking Amanda Stamper, is anyone else's video blurry?
It's not on my end. I'm streaming it from my cell phone while he's streaming through the.
Yeah, we're streaming through the computer. He's pulling it up on his cell phone. This is clear.
Mm-hmm.
Janie says, no, not blurry at all. What's the craziest thing you fed Brutus? Everybody's saying no, it's not blurry.
Craziest thing I fed Brutus was probably a 14-inch long frozen fish. That's about it. Now, if you said, what's the craziest thing I fed another fish, Tesla's had frozen rats, and same thing with the snapping turtle. When it came in, there was just a big old bag of frozen rats.
Which, by the way, we're going to have an enclosure for the snapping turtle outside.
Right.
Oh, and that's one thing I want to bring up to you guys. I don't want to bring, alert to the squeaky wheel gets the oil, but somebody had said something about it. Now, that turtle enclosure is not big enough for these tortoises. Okay, we know that. Here's the thing. We had 2, and we were letting them be in that small enclosure, and we were letting them walk outside during the day. Now that we got 3, we don't have time to let them be out there all day. So we bought this temporary enclosure because you all know that the main enclosure we were going to build for the tortoises is on the side of the house, and it's going to be like, what's that, 30 foot by 50 foot or something? But we have to dig into the ground and bury stuff down, and it's only going to be about 2 foot tall. So Littlefoot won't be able to be out there, but the 2 big ones can, because Littlefoot's still susceptible to raccoons and stuff. So, but the 2 big ones, they can be out there. We can put a hot house out there with the lights and the heat and everything. They can go in their place at night and they can come out during the day. All summer long, they'll be out there. We bought this, and if you'd watch the videos, we tell you this as a temporary help for the situation we got. It was $300, and we bought it. We got it set up. We bring the tortoises out every morning. They sit outside all day eating grass, playing around, having fun, and then we take them back in. They're right under a camera, so if they do kind of get under the thing and walk off a direction, we can see what direction they're going. So it is tied down to the ground where they cannot get under it, we think, but never know with tortoises.
Is a rat wall required? Yes, he just talked about it. You got to bury it at least 12 inches in the ground. And that is for the tortoises. If they did dig a burrow, they can get under it. So you want it at least 12 inches beneath the ground.
Right. And then that'll just be their summer enclosure, where now the inside place will be big enough for a Littlefoot for now. People are saying that we should get rid of them, this and that, but we can't. The people that gave them these tortoises, we told them that we would, let them watch them, be raised here and all that. So, I mean, unless we find a great place for them, like Camp Cannons or something, and they agree to it, we can't really get rid of them.
Well, the thing is, actually, none of them, agree to that. I can home them wherever we want. But right now, Chomper and Littlefoot, we've had for a year. We've healed their shells from drastic pyramiding to now to where they look like healthy
Smooth,
tortoises
yeah.
again. Now we're doing the same battle with Cal. He's going to be a lot harder because he's
Big
much
C.
older. Call him Cal, no matter.
No.
Cal.
Totally
She
wrong.
even messaged in and called him Cal because she heard me call him Cal in the video. But yeah, I mean, it's they're our pets at this point. So I mean, it's up to us. Either we build them our enclosure here, or we find them a proper home.
Right. Pyramiding is, if you see each one of them little squares on their backs is called a scoop. Now, when they come up and they start acting like a pyramid, you've got their shell is not smooth no more. It has pyramids on each little square sticking up. That's malnutrition. They've been having the wrong diet.
And lack of sunlight.
Sunlight,
vitamin D.
right. So you can give them the right food and get them the right sun, and that does come down a little. It never fully goes away, but it does come down a little. Littlefoot was really bad when he came in, and now he looks almost normal,
I think Chomper had it the worst.
And he looks better than Littlefoot. He's nice and smooth. Yeah, a sulcata tortoise is supposed to be a smooth-shelled tortoise.
Somewhat smooth. They're not supposed to have that big old humpback.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it just depends on the tortoise. This tortoise here, the pyramiding on them is kind of bad. And it should be a little bit more mellow and streamlined, where their bodies fill out and they look healthy. Jennifer says, I'm strange and random. What are you guys drinking?
He's drinking Ciroc, probably.
Actually, I'm out. I'm drinking grape. That grape Mio spray and water stuff.
And vodka.
A little bit. It's like triple sec and whatever's up there on the shelf.
I'm drinking my vanilla vodka with the grape crush.
Because I didn't bring drink tonight. Didn't even think about it.
I had you stopping and pick me up alcohol. You should have just bought it.
Yeah, well, I forgot. I thought I had some here. Heather says, I appreciate you guys offer to take Erwin when I asked you. I'm sure glad I still have him. Got a shed for him outside, so things should get easier for me. That is awesome.
Awesome.
If I remember correctly, Erwin was another older sulcata, probably about the same size as Cal.
You know what? Somebody said something that enclosure is small, but I tell you what, they love it. They absolutely love it out there. They sit out there and they eat all that grass, and it's small enough to where me and Josh can grab a corner, pick it up, and move it to a new grassy area and set it back down, put the spikes back in,
And it's larger than the enclosure that they lived in for the last 15 years.
Right.
Jacob Miller says the shat koi babies are getting big. I am going to move them out to the koi pond soon here, and the remaining of the shat koi babies, there's probably, I'd say, 25 left. Yeah. I haven't even been bothered with posting them. I kind of just forgot about it, but we're going to drop the price on them again and try and get rid of the rest of them.
To open up the tanks for other fish. Yeah. Now, you do know Sue Ann Campbell and her husband's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
They'll be here. They said 10 o'clock. I'm going to, I take care of Tracy at like 7:30 to about 8:20. Almost an hour there. And then she's got her breakfast. She's changed. She's repositioned. She sleeps until about almost noon where she's ready for lunch. That's when I get my best sleep. That's from 8:30 until 11:30. I get my REM sleep then, and it's so take your time getting here, Sue. The later the better.
Do you think you'll ever make another pond of similar or larger size of the 58,000?
If we ever did another pond outside,
I don't think there'd be another option for a pond outside. Maybe another tank, 20, 30,000 gallon tank build.
one big tank on the expansion that we talked about. But other than that, I don't think we have room for another pond.
Which I don't even know if I would do a room expansion. What I would do is build the tank, put the footer into the ground, build the walls up, pour, a bottom slab for the bottom of the tank, and then just put walls around the tank, and then pour the bit of slab floor left. You'd save probably half the cost doing it that way.
That's exactly what we planned on, though.
Well, we planned on building the room and then building a block tank in that room.
I don't know. Either all we know is we had the 4,400 gallon tank. Rod got the 16,000 gallon, and that got taken down. Yeah.
He's
12,000.
Putting that back up for saltwater sharks.
He's putting that back up. We got Blake in Florida, exotic animals. He did a 6,500, 6,400,
6,000.
6,000 gallon tank. I'm tired of all that. We're Ohio Fish Rescue. We've got the 58,000 gallon pond. We should have the biggest tank. So this next addition to my house, I'm going to add on to, will be just for one tank. We're going to build it. We're going to have it. It's going to be like, I don't know, 20,000 gallons, something big, something like that. And
it's got to be at least 1 gallon larger than Rod's big tank that he's building.
At least 1 gallon larger. Sorry, Rod. But you go ahead and build yours first, buddy.
Victor, he's got his 10,000 that he's been building on for years. He's still trying to come up with the funds to finish it. He opened his doors to the aquarium.
He put his house up for sale.
Yeah, he did, but he's got it contingent. He wants X amount of dollars for it, and he has to take over the aquarium.
Right.
So that brings you down to
so many people that want it. There's not that many people as opposed to just putting it on the market.
Yeah. 1/10,000th of a percent of the people that live in the United States would possibly want that,
See, Annette says, I'm proud of you guys. You went out and straight away and made them a bigger tank. It might not be what you wanted, but it's 10 times better than keeping them inside all day. People are just so judgmental. I know, you know what? It works for us right now because at night, all they want to do is, if you have tortoises, they go under the heat lamp and that's it. They sit there. They don't move. So that's great at nighttime for them, the little area we got. Then we take them in the morning and put them outside. And what size is it?
It's 10 by 10.
No.
Square feet. Yeah.
It's 10 by 10?
Mm-hmm.
All right. They still haven't eaten all the grass in there. When it does, we can pick it up and move it to a different section. So, they're enjoying it. They're being out in sunlight. They're being out in the warmth. It's way better than if we would try to keep them inside. So people shouldn't be so judgmental. Plus, we also put on there, for the last year and a half, we've been talking about building this big enclosure outside. We just haven't got around to it because we're so busy doing everything else. We have other tanks that have been sitting here that haven't been started up yet. We have, the Dwight Howard tank still hasn't been built. We've got a lot of tanks inside that we're doing.
A big stop on it is you put that enclosure in, you stop any sort of machine from getting around back.
That's another thing too,
We need to be able to get these machines through to finish our projects, and then the enclosure can go up. And
we're going to put in the gravel driveway all the way around to the barn, put the new barn in. Once that's in, we don't need the machines in the back. We can go ahead and build the big tortoise enclosure up the side of the house. So, I mean, there's a million things that depend on what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and when you're going to do it. So we're trying to get it done. Um, we're not made of money, you know. Everything that I want to do costs money. The new barn, the addition to the house. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And we don't want to be, them people who always put out fundraisers and ask people to pay for stuff.
I hate doing that.
Because it feels like it's our responsibility because this is what we do. So
we don't
get
want
the funds.
Ask our followers, please help us live our dream.
Right.
You know, so that's why we started the second channel. So it helped cover the cost of the rescue. I try not asking. You guys never hear me on here begging for money. Yeah, we put out a GoFundMe for Reaper because he deserved it, and he got a nice car out of it. And then we had a GoFundMe a long time ago for when we first started for the addition to the room, and we got like I don't know $4,000 from it or something. So I mean, but we're not doing monthly. Please donate to us. Help us out. Blah blah blah. So I don't know. Oh, AZ's here. Sue Ann says, AZ, what's needed to monetize this channel? Just view time.
We need 3,000 watch hours. As of before the stream, we were at 750. So, with tonight's stream, we'll probably be at 1,500 to 2,000.
What we need is, we got 166,000 from our main channel. They all just need to come over and then subscribe. And then, if half of them watch, 1 week or 2 weeks, we're there. We're monetized.
And 166,000 ain't gonna come over just to watch the live stream. We've got 1,000 on there now. If everyone watches the hour-and-a-half live stream, then we're there,
We're up to 212 right now.
Right. So that right there would be a lot of watch hours.
Yeah, everybody that's here, if you came here from a link from Facebook, from the page or from the forum, go ahead and hit subscribe because this brought you to a new channel called Stay Fishy Friday or Stay Fishy Livestream. It's a YouTube channel called Stay Fishy Livestream. So go ahead and subscribe to this. That way you'll get notified when the live streams come out. Now we've got a lot of oh my god, you guys remember me going and donating that tank to the Cleveland public prosecutor? We have gotten hit up with community service people. Right now I've got 9 paperwork for 9 people, but only like 4 of them show up. So I don't know about the rest, but the way I tell them, I don't give you a hard time if you're here at 8:10 and you're supposed to be here at 8. I don't care. When I did community service, I was like 4 minutes late. They said you can't work today. What are you talking about? Well, it's 8:05. Blah blah blah. You were supposed to be here at 8. Next time be on time. I'm like, this is some bull. So I went back the next day and I was on time. They're like, well, you can't work here. What are you talking about? You don't have a white polo shirt on and blue slacks. I'm like, I can go up to Kmart and buy a white polo. I've got blue jeans on. And they're like, no, you can't wear blue jeans. You got to wear white or blue slacks. I'm like, isn't this some BS? So the next day I show up, I got brand new blue slacks on and a white polo shirt, and they put me to work. You know what they did? I'm in the back of Goodwill sorting clothes for 8 hours. No one even sees me. What the hell is that shit? So I'm doing community service now for adults, and I'm getting swamped with them. They're coming from everywhere. I don't care. If you can show up, do an hour, do 10 hours. I don't care. We're here working anyway. If you want to show up and get your hours done, great. If you don't, I don't care. You're late, I don't care. What are you wearing? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So just come in, show. They're your hours. I don't care if you get them done or not. You do them. And they come here and they help. And we have a good time. And, everybody's loved it from community service so far. So.
Someone's asking about water bowl for the tortoises. They have a steel, probably about 1.5 inch steel pan that they can go in and soak. They really don't drink water. They get their moisture from the
grains.
veggies. I
veggies, yeah.
usually spray them down with water and whatnot, just so they get that extra added bit of moisture. Then they also get sprayed down with the spray bottle stuff too, so that's nice. But once we get the final cage up and going, they will have a constant stream coming into a small trough and going to the drain. It'll be fed from the drip system of the fish tanks, so they'll always have fresh water there. And if they happen to poop in it, it'll just go out the drain.
And Ashley Smith says you probably helped change a lot of people's lives by being more laid back. Well, I'll tell you what, it ain't even just being laid back. They're still showing up and they're still helping me. I'm getting free labor for nothing. I just got to be nice. You know, if I impose a bunch of rules and I'm a dictator, I'll get less people, right? I mean, it don't make no sense to me. A win is a win is a win is a win. So these people come here, and you know what? I swear to God, 90% of them come back anyway after their hours are served. They just have such a good time here. We're not a slave driver, you know. The hardest work we've ever done here is weed around the pond. And we got 3 sides of the pond done. And, you know, the little Bobby was here, and this new community service lady was here. Her name was Kayla. And Bobby's telling her, like, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do here. I've been here for months. And I was like, Bobby, don't tell her that.
I don't know. He had a pretty good time getting the other half of that plant off the front pond.
Oh, he did a great job, didn't he? And that wasn't even the hardest he's worked here.
All right. Let's see what kind of questions I can find in the chat. I know you guys asked a couple. Kathy's talking about her axolotls. That's because she's been slacking, hasn't gotten them into the tank yet.
Oh yeah, Kathy's a slacker for sure. Ain't that right, Kathy? She's gonna give me hell. I hear her yelling back there. What'd she say?
She said, "No, I'm not." Oh, hell.
Not me.
You do a lot of work around here, Kathy.
All right. Tarek says maybe you could try to find a way to expand merch with plush toys, fish like Arapaima, and just name them with names of fish from the rescue. We do want to do a whole like reboot on the merch because it's been the same stuff for a while now. The problem that we run into is here.
Well, you know your booby for.
Would you like your super sized one? You can get your hand into.
I couldn't get my hand into that one for shit.
He's back here somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I see him. Too much stuff on this table.
There's way too much stuff in this.
But the problem that we ran into is, certain companies only offer certain amount of products. And, I looked into that new company you told me about, which was Printify, and I compared Spring, Printify, and another one. And I don't think Printify is much better. Because to go with Printify, you have to link it to like a GoDaddy site type thing. You can't have it incorporated into YouTube itself, as opposed to Teespring is incorporated with YouTube. But the good thing is Spring just did a reboot because they got bought out.
Did I get you here?
A little bit.
A little bit.
So now they redid their entire platform interface. So I'm going to go through there, and I'm probably going to pretty much just keep an OG shirt, delete everything else, and build the store. And just create new. You'll have some new designs, and we'll see what we can do with it at this point. But doing stuff here, everything's a full-time job. So like if I concentrate on one thing, this starts falling but behind. So it's just tough to keep everything in motion. There's only two of us here. Brittany has been starting to help out a lot, so that's been great.
Well, no, Brittany's at home, watching the baby. She just had a newborn baby, and she's helping Josh take over parts of I haven't asked her to do that. She's just helping, and that's great. I mean, but I'm not expecting that. This is mine and Josh's thing, and thank you for the help. But other people that we actually, like say, if you want to help, you can do this part of this job, and then they're just not doing it. We've had so many people offer to redo the website, and nobody's actually doing it. Well, the newest guy is starting to step up and do it, and we're going to get a revamp of the website now. Somebody else, I asked to take over just the emails from the page, and she did great for the first couple of weeks.
First few days.
But now they're slacking for the last 2 months.
And I went through, I deleted all the old messages. I just got done with Instagram, completely deleted everything.
Did you see what I was talking about, though? There's too many avenues pulling me in too many different directions to keep me, it's just so much all at once. You're trying to keep up the shorts, you're trying to keep up the messages, you're trying to keep up these messages, and then you got the email messages, then you got the Instagram messages, you got the messenger messages, you got the YouTube messages. It's just so much at once. It's too much for one person.
Well, as I've been getting around.
Don't act like you're the man and you can handle it, because I've been doing it for years and it's been too much.
You have to pick your avenues. If I read every single message that came through on TikTok, there's 500,000 people on there. I don't check my messages on there. I check messages on Facebook and Instagram. That's it. I don't
even do the Instagram. I do the Facebook, the page messages, the messenger.
When I talk about Facebook, it's only the page messengers. If you message me personally, I may or may not answer. I've got probably 700 unread, message requests and messages from people who've messaged me in the past that I don't read, because that's not an avenue that I spend my time on. If you're my friend and you're trying to get a hold of me, then you have my number and you can text me. So like, I don't check my personal Facebook messages all like that. There might be a couple that come through that I see. I'm like, oh, I'll answer that one, and because it pops up as a notification or something like that. But it's not guaranteed to get through that way. But I do check the page messages, and Brittany's helping me out with that one now. We've got the people who are asking for advice, like the messages we reply back to on the Facebook and Instagram. Hey, I'm trying to rehome my fish. Can we bring it in? Stuff like that. What we don't really answer are the people who chime in and say hi, or you guys rock, like that. That's cool. But if we answered every single one of those messages, we would be swamped. So we have to kind of filter through and weed, star the ones that we have to respond back to, and then the rest of them, get deleted, stuff like that.
They don't get deleted; they get lost in the background.
I've been deleting them.
Have you?
Yeah. Like I said, I've got Instagram brought up to speed, so now everything that comes in as a task is taken care of, the fish gets brought in, or the problem at hand gets taken care of, the message is deleted. So my mailbox is clean. If I know somebody's bringing in a fish, or I have this trip to go pick up, I can look at my mailbox and scroll back a week and find it right then and there.
I see like Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh, Josh just drove up in the driveway. He must be meeting somebody bringing a fish. He don't tell me much, but I can pretty much decipher, He's not here normally, so he's here. There's a reason.
Well, if I set up an appointment and I'm there, then I do it. If I'm not there, I'll text them and be like, hey, someone's bringing this fish by at 6.
But now let me get this. Fido Almighty says, any rescues coming up? Let me address this.
I just gave Reaper 3 of them in the last 2 days.
We've been giving Reaper all the pickups because I can't get out. If you guys remember back, a year ago, it was me going on the rescues. Reaper was helping me every once in a while. Well, the whole second channel has been doing nothing but rescues. The problem is he's only got, 13,000 people. We have 166,000. These 166,000 people would love to see the rescues.
Right.
They're not going over there and watching his channel or, what do you call it? Joining it? Subscribing. So, we're thinking of putting some of these rescues back on the main channel to get them out there and about, because that's our best videos, are our rescue videos. And now we're giving him the Reaper, and he's only got 13,000 followers. So we're putting out our best videos on the second channel. So, nothing bad about Reaper at all, but we're thinking of, every once in a while we got these big rescues. We're going to not put them on the second channel. We're going to put them on the main channel for that reason. They deserve to be seen by all, Oh, yeah. Lori Petrosky says, hi, Reaper. I really enjoyed you and Kathy on your rescue. That was Kathy's first rescue. She went with Reaper. She was all excited. You guys know that Kathy lives here now, and she helps out around here in lieu of rent, and she does a great job. When I have, some community people and kids or something like that, I'm like, Kathy, you need done, go, weed the back pond, do whatever, and get it done. And she does, and I don't have to watch. She's got my back. Someone badmouths me, she comes running right to me and tells me. She's a great addition around here. Kathy works her butt off.
And I've got a whole trip. I'm going to Aquatopia in Chicago next month.
Wait a minute.
And I've got.
What show is this?
That's Greg's creator.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's that, and then there's the Florida thing for Aquashella. That's the one that we decided you needed to go to, because we didn't send you to. They didn't have Chicago, but they didn't. No, neither one of us went to Dallas, so Florida was the one we were going to send you to. So you added this Greg thing on top of it.
No,
You and Brittany were going to go to Florida.
The only Florida event I was planning on possibly going to would be Brian's. That's Animal Con. The Aquashella already happened.
Not Florida. It's in November. No. It's in November, and you were. I told my contact that you and Brittany were coming.
No, because they moved it to what is it, Daytona?
So Florida.
It's not in Orlando.
It's in November, and you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, it's November. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they pay for my flights and everything going down there,
paying for your hotel room stay and all that, and then you'll have the best spot at the YouTuber's place. They always give us the best spot. So you're next to, if Brett Raymer's there, you're next to Brett Raymer, and then everybody else is behind you.
it's something we can talk about when it's closer to the time.
So Ann says, I'm more than willing to help with rescues around West Virginia. That's very nice to know. If you've got a big spot to hold fish for a while, we can do rescues and send you out on them, and then you can hold them, keep them, or end up, we'll pick them up eventually or something like that. All right, guys. There's 230 people watching, like 60 sub. Go subscribe to the channel, please. We won't talk until you come back. No, we won't talk. We're done.
Is subscribed.
You think?
I know so.
Let me open this up here.
I mean, there's 1,000-some subscribers on. That's completely fine. I mean, at any given time, we usually have between 200 to 300 people on a stream.
Right. Well, there's only like 68 likes, so please go hit that like button if you're
The
here.
likes don't matter on the live stream.
OBG Foster says Brett Raymer says he'll be there, but don't bet on it. Yeah, he was supposed to come here and help me, turn the Dwight Howard tank into a fish tank, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But he is a busy man. He's starting up like 4 different avenues of different, situations. He's doing the restaurants. He's doing the fish tank thing. He's now with George from Coral Reef 12G doing the interviews of what happened to each tank, during the tanked era, all that kind of stuff, which is a great idea. I wish I'd have thought of that because me and him need to work together doing that,
Alrighty. I had a question here and I lost it. AZ asks if we need any stands made. Right now I'm not sure. I definitely think about it. I know it's not giving you much time, but my space might be limited.
Now, when we build that new big tank, we might need like 2-foot high tank, but it's going to be so big that we're going to do it in sections. Like 8 different 8-foot by 8-foot sections or 8-foot by 10-foot sections. We're going to be doing a lot then.
Yeah, maybe or just build the block up, have it tank below, and the
We could do that.
windows up top.
The only difference is storage area. With AZ's tanks, he builds some strong tanks or stands. We can have storage underneath that.
Bob Taylor says, Josh, likes don't matter on the live stream. I mean, honestly, no. Likes do
Kathy
matter
says yes, they do
on
matter.
a video. Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a live stream pop up on your homepage that was a rerun? The only time I've ever seen a live stream pop up on a homepage is when someone's live that you follow. Mr. Beast, OFR. Joey's live, it pops up then, but as soon as it goes non-live, it'll still show up in your subscription feed if you are subscribed to them, but they don't push live streams on the homepage because that's not really what people are there for, So it really doesn't matter, especially on this channel. There's only 1,000 subscribers. This is mostly for the Stay Fishy Friday following.
This is
so
for you guys.
everyone can watch the live stream, and it doesn't
We make no money
hurt
off
the
of it.
analytics of the mainstream.
It doesn't hurt the analytics of the mainstream, right?
Of the main channel. I'm sorry.
Main channel, yeah.
So yeah, the likes 100% matter on the main channel videos, because if something goes viral, then YouTube pushes it out. So go ahead and like every single video on the main channel. Short, if you comment, like, and share, that's the best possible outcome that we can have. Like right now, today, we actually just surpassed 100,000 followers on Facebook. I've been bringing in about 15,000 new followers on Facebook a month. We haven't done that on YouTube in a very long time. I think our best month was like 8,000 subscribers in a month.
Yeah, and that was either Shaquille or Joey being on here.
It was, yeah,
But-
Shack Time.
Shack Tank. Right now, we're averaging about 1,000 people a month joining. That's it.
Yeah. So we need to, boost that back up. Our average used to be about 3,000 a month.
That was our normal.
So
3,000 a month.
that was my plan. The only thing I seen bad in the analytics was the live stream, because it's an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours, maybe more some nights. But that was 2 hours of airtime and only 3,000 views. It was really pulling down the analytics there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't boosting it. Now with the live stream off the main channel, now the views to viewer ratio with
Went up along with all of your shorts and stuff
Right.
has gone up too. So, but anyways, we got Whips World. That's my buddy. He says, Big Rich, what's up, Josh? He shows up at all the shows with us, and he's just very excited to meet us. And you know,
Tarek, go ahead.
not only that, but 99% of the people I meet, I'm like, how you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Whips World comes in. He's like, hey, I follow you all the time. I'm like, how you doing? Big boy.
Tariq asks, can you still get donations here on the live?
Not yet.
Yeah, we still got to be able to monetize this channel for you guys to do super chats, but for those that still want to, on any Ohio Fish Rescue video, you do have the option to super chat on any video there. Suanna said, can I bring you 3 peacock chicklets? I need them to 55. Yeah, there you go.
We never say no to any fish. You guys got to stop asking us. We don't say no to any fish. Bring it out. If we can't keep it, we will take on the responsibility of finding it a proper home.
So what I want to make is a new shirt, Ohio Fish Rescue shirt with our barcode that goes straight to our YouTube. So if you ever out, you just like put your camera on the barcode and subscribe. I think that would be a cool one. It could be like a patch on your sleeve, a small one on your back, an emblem on your tit, something like that.
On your what?
Your tit. Yeah, it's easy. Just posted the link for the YouTube members. For those of you that don't know, we did rework our whole memberships tab. The 2 most popular are the $5 and $10. For $5, you get access to all of the members' content, and I'll let other people talk for that. You get some cool, funny behind the scenes and extra
a lot of stuff that you
videos
don't see out here.
It does not affect the normal content you guys are used to. It's just additional content, at least 1 per week, sometimes more. You also have access to the Discord. So if you are a member, Oscar or higher, you have access to the Discord, so that's just a channel to chat with us directly, and I might put out some previews and bloopers on there. Never know what you're going to get. The $10 is the members only live streams, plus everything below, and then there's a $25 tier just for those people that wish to donate more.
To AZ, he already put up the link for you.
Yeah, I know.
He's amazing.
And then there is the $50 tier.
AZ, here's to you, brother. Love you and your wife.
Which there is the $50 tier for the people who really want to go up and above. You get early access. So when I put a video up, I have it ready on YouTube. I'll unlist it and I'll post the link in there. So those members can watch the video earlier. But the $50 tier was mainly to start our sanctuary program. Now, what our sanctuary program is there's so many people who come in and ask us, hey, can you keep this fish here in your care? I want to be able to watch it grow. Well, sometimes it comes in, it's a pacu. And, we've got a lot of pacu here. That's a large mouth to feed. You've got medication bills, vet bills if they cook them up. So if you join the sanctuary program, $50 a month, you now have an avenue through the Discord to get personalized updates on that fish, and it'll help us, care for any medicine or anything, help feed them, and they'll stay in our care.
Right.
But without that, then it's now up to us. If we deem it's an appropriate home, we can then get rid of all of our animals. Like right now, I've got an aquarium in Tennessee that's coming up in July. They're snagging 3 arowanas off of us. They're grabbing a bunch of Oscars, stuff like that. I've got another aquarium.
I want to say this. We do no longer work with Sequest. Okay, we were just called in for a rescue in Georgia to the Sequest that closed down there. Now, we donated a bunch of fish to 3 different Sequest aquariums. And the one time, we had so many backlashes from the way the guy handled the fish. He took a pacu out of our tank and put it into a dry 5-gallon bucket and walked his silly ass all the way to the front yard, slow as can be, before he dumped him into the water. I was like, come on, dude. Come on. You can walk. Come on. He ended up getting fired supposedly by the owner. The owner told me that. Well, next thing you know, the owner's on OFR and he's paying. People are like, hey, can you come donate, take all these fish. I'm going to donate them all to you. Then the owner of Sequest Aquarium is texting them saying, I'll give you $2,000 for those fish. Well, what are they going to say? Sure, come take them. You're in a public aquarium. I thought this was shitty as can be because we gave Sequest all these fish for free, and then they're going to try and do this to us. It was just a shitty move. So I'm like, okay. And then I keep hearing about how shitty all their public aquariums are. And so many people were like, oh, it's shitty conditions. It's terrible. You should never work with them, blah, blah, blah. So we pulled out. We no longer work with Sequest. And we tried our best to go down to Georgia, which is a 12-hour drive away, to save the rest of these fish. But they called us last minute and said, Georgia Aquarium is coming in, taking everything. So, thank you, but we don't need you. So we're like, okay. And, we will not work with that aquarium no more. We've got plenty of aquariums we do work with that they're caring. Their husbandry services are amazing. You know what I'm saying? They can teach me things. They're just amazing how, they got a vet 24/7 on their payroll. I don't. It's me and Josh. God forbid one of us sleeps and something happens out there. It's crazy. Just tonight, our water inflow turned way down and our pool went way low. And it wasn't our fault. The city started clearing out the water hydrants on the yard. And next thing you know, our inflow is way smaller. I mean, we're paying for it, but it changed because their water intake changed. Their pressure changed. Right. So, I mean, things happen. But the point is, it's just, you can never predict anything, can you? Never.
All right.
Yeah, OFR t-shirts with, Big Rich and Josh on the front, Reaper on the back.
I was going to make one with a little animated character of you with the mullet.
Well, on the back, it's behind the scenes, I like that.
Business in front, party
Right.
in the back.
Yeah, Ashley Smith says, respect can go a long way. Going behind people's backs is just wrong. See, that dude lost all of our business, and I was giving him, fish. I mean, I'm talking hundreds of dollars of fish. You get a 3.5 foot Niger cat, someone else is willing to pay $700 for it. I'm giving it to you free. You're getting this, you're getting that, you're getting this. Oh my God, we're giving them so much because they're going to a public aquarium. I'm thinking they're going to be treated better. And now I'm going after their closed down public aquariums because they're tanking and all the water conditions were horrible. I sent Josh the video and he was like, that's horrible, Dad. Blah, blah, blah. It was just bad. It was all bad. I mean, I don't know. We cannot work with a company like that. So I had to ban him from the OFR channel, and I had to now ban him from my messages. I can't deal with that. Okay, Raheem asked me for a shirt. We don't have shirts across country like that, but what I can do for you, Raheem, I can send you our logo that has the negative background to where there's no background. OFR, blah, 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 and it's a zero background. You can take that to your local t-shirt maker and make a shirt. I would do that for you. I don't want to charge you to have it made and then send it, globally over to you. It'd just be way too much. So I don't need to make money. You can have the shirt logo and you can get it printed out as, cheap as you can, close to you. I would do that for you, buddy.
Mark Z asked, do we work with the Cleveland Aquarium?
Of course we do.
Brittany Ziblis asking for an Allura, Brittany, and Diesel update. Okay, so Allura and Brittany are both doing great. Laura is, so close to walking, and
She
is
runs when you
talking
hold onto her hands as she
up
runs.
a storm.
Is
She is just babbling away.
But wait, is it that point to where you can't understand anything she says, but she's trying to mimic talking?
Yeah, all she says is da 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 da. She just yells it all day. She sees me, she's like da da.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And Brittany, she is actually texting me now, and we are trying to, finalize our wedding plans. The plan that we've had for the last week has
No,
been
no. You
Aruba.
can't go ahead with your plans until you get me a, what's it called? A pass to leave the country?
You don't. All you need is a passport. You just need to get the application from the
Then
post
do
office.
it.
Fill it
Do
up.
it.
I'll bring one
Okay.
for you, and then it's
Joey's been
$125. But the last plan that we've been talking about is Aruba.
He says, Aruba.
I'm drawing a blank. There we go. Damn it! There we go. There we go.
You're a moderator now.
There you go.
Abracadabra.
So yeah, Aruba. We had the God, I'm drawing a blank. The room all booked out. Brittany had the wedding package she wanted. She's been finding a photographer because she wants really good photography and videography. She found this really cool cave that we can go on the other side of the island and get some pictures done. The resort's nice, all inclusive. Aruba has some of the clearest waters in the world. It's only 3 hours from Miami, so I mean it's not too far of a flight. There's no travel restrictions to it, so it was looking great. But we just ran into another roadblock, so we got to discuss that, and the plan might change, it might not. We'll figure it out. But we are really trying to get this done like in the next couple of weeks and have our plan dialed in and actually booked. Because we're not having our wedding paid for by our parents. I'm paying for
Why
it.
not? Her father's supposed to pay for everything.
That's the way it happens for a lot of other families. It's just not in the books for us.
I get you.
I'm paying for everything for us, so we want to, make sure we get everything that we want. Somewhere beautiful and still be, decent wedding. If we had the wedding that we wanted here in the States, it would be about 30 grand. But looking at,
Let's do that.
are you gonna pay?
I'll help you. I want to be here.
We can
do it in the backyard, and I can officiate the wedding.
Be there in Aruba.
Oh my God.
You can get your happy ass out of this damn house and in Aruba.
Are you going to have a nurse working for 36 bucks an hour watching Tracy the whole time I'm
You
gone?
told me that you're going to start, 1 week a month, test it out, the whole respite care. Hopefully that works out.
We didn't start that because they offered us nurses, so I'm like, forget the respite care. I'd rather have the nurses.
Well,
And now they still haven't started.
Well, if that can, happen, you can plan a respite cycle so you can have a week to, come down, see your son get married, enjoy Aruba, have a rad-ass vacation on top of it, and...
A rad-ass vacation.
Yeah. That's the point, You're going down, you're getting married, you're having, time of your life.
You're going down, you're getting married.
Yeah.
I'm not having the time of my life.
I'm talking in third person about myself, but then, all the guests, all they have to do is come down, they pay for their vacation, they see their family get married off, and there you go. It's an excuse to go on a vacation. But the driving bargaining there is the kind of the wedding that we want in, Aruba would be about, 10 grand, give or take a couple thousand, depending on where it is or what we do. But that is a long way away from 30,000 here in the States.
Right. Can you yell real loud for Skylar or Kathy?
You're right there.
You gotta take care of it. You gotta love this boy. All right, so let me go here. Lori Petrosky says LRB has a great Mad Doctor T-shirt. Ask him who did it. We no longer associate with LRB. He came out here, and here's the thing. Lucas Bretz, he gets high. He smokes dope. I don't. I drink, and I do it pretty much all the time, every weekend, for years. He came out here, and we're in the backyard. We're on the fire pit, and him and his girlfriend wanted to walk up front. I put her on the front of the four-wheel, and I drove ever so carefully up front, blah, blah, blah. And with this kid, and he had to walk through the mud. We get up front here, and, I'm sitting at the table, and I've got this all on camera because I have a camera in my kitchen. She walks behind me, and she tickles me like this from behind. So I turned around, and I grabbed her by her hips, and I went up and down on her ribs, like, tickle. He got mad at me because I moved her breast and, blah, blah, blah. Ended up into a big argument. I told him, I love you. I would never do that to you. No, there's no way. Stop it. You're just drunk. He don't drink normally. He does, weed. So it turned out to be, he was just too ignorant and stayed ignorant. And I ended up, punching him in his mouth. And, he
King of DIY says, just saw. I didn't know there was another channel. My bad. Yeah, Joey.
Hey, Joey, how you doing, buddy?
My thought was to bring the live stream off of the main channel.
From your suggestions.
Because it was really pulling down the analytics.
So anyways, I hit Lucas Bretz in the mouth. And, he kind of calmed down, blah, 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 this and that. And, him and his, old lady left and all that. And then, he just got a hold of me the other day, and he's like, Joey said you smacked me around. That's not what happened. I was an ex-Marine, and I'll mess you up if you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, seriously, dude, stop talking shit, okay? I punched you in the mouth because you were in my face, and you would not stop. I backed you off. I asked you 3 times to mellow out. You wouldn't. You're actually spitting while you were talking, so I punched you in your mouth. You backed off. You stopped and you left. That's all that happened. You are now getting mad because I guess the king of DIY said that, I knocked you on your ass or something, whatever like that. And, stories go bigger down the line. And so I'm like, dude, look, plain and simple. I've got the video. Your girlfriend tickled me. I tickled her back. And then you got mad because you thought I would, it was too close to her frontal area. So, you just couldn't handle your drinking. Just mellow out. Say you're sorry and it'll all be good. And he's like, no, you need to say you're sorry. I'm like, well, I am sorry it happened. I thought you were my friend, and I'm sorry anything happened like that. And he got all mad, and, he's like, well, don't talk about me. Don't talk about me to other people, blah, blah, blah. And, I'm like, dude, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. And,
you're allowed to talk about your experience.
I am. But, now I think I'm going to, take him to the bathroom and talk to him, when I see him.
Not worth your time.
But anyways, that's what happened between me and Lucas Bretz. And it wasn't even his girlfriend. It was his ex-wife who left him, took his kid from him, and all that kind of stuff. But, it's none of my business. The point is, he's a skinny little guy, and he's like, oh, I was in the Marines. I could whoop your ass. I'm like, well, then why didn't you hit me back? Why didn't you hit me back? I just smacked you. Get out of my face. You won't get out of my face? Hit him in his mouth. He did not hit me back. He just kept on yelling with blood coming from his mouth. So I moved him out of my house and made him go home. And that's all that happened between me and Lucas Bretz. So I don't talk to him no more. I'm sorry, Lori. But yeah, I thought he was a hell of a nice guy and a hell of a good friend for like 2 years up until this happened. And now he's like, you drink too much and you can't handle your alcohol. I'm like, dude, are you serious? It was the beginning of the night nobody was drinking really. You were drinking. And it's the first time I've ever seen you drink. And you couldn't handle your alcohol. You were accusing me of, flirting with your girlfriend, all kinds of crazy stuff. None of that ever happened. He's something else. He's something else. So let's just forget about it and move on.
Unfiltered fish keeper Kevin Josie says, laying on the couch with ice on my nuts. Got snipped today. Sorry, Rich. We can't extend our family.
Kevin, you got snipped today? Like our cat's gonna get? You got snipped? No kids? Really? If there's somebody that should procreate, it's Kevin. He's funny as can be.
King of DIY says, Rich showed me his winky when he was drinking. Apparently that's normal American behavior. All because me and Josh were kissing. Made no sense.
Oh my God.
You had
Joey was not kissing Josh. I did not show him my winky. This is not normal behavior. This is Joey being funny as... You guys don't understand how funny this man is. He's hilarious. Oh my God. I consider him one of my best friends. He is effing hilarious.
Wait,
but you got to understand.
You mean your only friend?
Oh, my only friend.
Instead of OnlyFans, you should start.
Hey, I see Aquatics. What's up, Steven? Long time no see, brother. He said, I'm pretty sure that is normal behavior. Only when Steven's around.
Right.
Oh, man.
Raheem, Big Rich, what t-shirt size are you? I'm a 3X, brother.
Mike says, I don't know why Joey would lie, question mark.
Joey don't lie. He tends to exaggerate a little bit.
Joey says, oh, God, of course she had to walk by.
What?
Remember how I was going to put the boat cover on? And I was like,
Yeah.
It has to be dry out so I can put it on?
Yeah.
Guess
It's
what's
raining.
up? Yeah,
It's pouring?
it's raining.
Okay, you've got enough fame and fortune. Walk on by.
Oh, camera, I can do that. I'm that inch, Rich.
Joanne says, Joey, the fish room is looking good. Yes, it is. I see he just got an electric eel too. So that's cool.
Hey, Joey, we just got a new boat. I can drive over to Long Island and then drive up to Nova Scotia, brother.
You know how long that would take?
I don't care. Do you know how much fun me and Joey have drinking together?
Yeah. Hey,
If
Joey,
I was at his house and he'd be barbecuing in his little shorty
he
shorts.
wouldn't let you in his house.
Yes, he would. Are you serious? He would throw his girlfriend out for me to come
He
there.
has a strict rule. No trousers in his house at all.
I think
I
there's
don't
no
know.
strangers. And I'm no stranger.
All right.
Love you, Joey.
King of DIY says, Rich getting a passport or no? Because if he's not, I know Josh does. I do have my passport, and I
Josh
will
got his
come up
passport.
there.
We're working on mine now. Josh just
I'm
told me
just going
tonight.
to force him to do it. I'll go get the application.
I
I'll
told
make
you
it fill out
he's getting
together.
it tonight for me and doing it, and we're going to do it ourselves.
Brittany Zibla says the fruit feeding for the Pacu was cool. They will eat absolutely everything.
Okay, Lori says, I'm a stoner too since 1980. Don't drink. I love Lucas Bretz, but much respect. You know what? I had so much respect for him. He was such a cool guy to hang out with for years. But after that night, I lost all respect for him. You know, what he thinks in his... Where's that?
Here we go. We just got back on. All right. Are we on? Hello.
There we go. We're back on.
There we go. Maybe. There we go. We are back. Hey, guys.
Wow, that was rough. We had a whole power outage here.
All right. Skylar's definitely to blame. Yep.
Skylar's
Yes, she
the
is. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Where was I at? Back up in this chat.
Okay, so now we're talking about DIY.
Joey says I'm not even settling for Josh. I'm having Rich come, so Josh will. Oh, we all know the fun comes with me.
No. He's all about work and stress and baby and all this. I'm the fun one to hang out with.
I don't know. I don't know. You are the fun one to snuggle with, baby.
Joey should know.
Oh man.
Well, we are getting my what do you call it?
Passport.
My passport now, and then we'll see. We have to send a letter to see if I'm allowed in, or Joey's got to wait for me to get into Canada. So, but the problem is finding somebody that can watch Tracy 24 hours a day, 3 days in a row. I can't have that. I need multiple nurses. They can't work more than 12 hours a day.
Joey says my plan is working. Fight over me. Mm.
It's not even showing up here.
He said I haven't seen the strongly armed paper boy in a few days. When
The
are
what?
you gonna bring me to good news?
Oh, stop it.
Said I got some popsicles in the cellar. Oh man.
Here's Joey when he's flaccid.
All right, guys. It is that 7:30 hour. I do have to go and check everything in the fish room, make sure all the pumps are on, because we did just have a power outage. Something always burns out, goes bad. So I am going to check that because I gotta, fix that before I leave. I am heading on. If he wants to stay on for a couple more minutes, that is on him. But I am saying my adios. It was fun. I will see you all next week on yet another Stay Fishy Friday. Joey,
Love you, son.
I'm coming for you.
I can spare another couple minutes, but I've got a bunch of things to do. I got to go check all Tracy's machines, all that kind of stuff. So let me see what's going on here. I don't even see any talking here.
You have to press your chin. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. All right, we're logging off now, guys.
Hi guys.
What's that? Wow, Brutus just jumped out of the water like 4 foot, like Flipper on a good day,
Somebody said we're back on. Yeah, we're back on now, Rich.
It was a great time to go to the bathroom, I'll tell you that. All right. How you guys doing?
Skylar here.
Uh,
Hi, Brooke. Hi, Thomas.
now we need.
I'm gonna try my best not to swear tonight, but no,
Well, thank you,
No
but I need the
guarantees.
chat.
I have it pulled up.
Don't help me. I don't see it.
Joey said, Skylar, you put on a few pounds?
Oh my God.
No, I'm wearing no, Rich. No, I'm wearing a really loose shirt.
She is wearing a 00 shorts. Okay. Now, why am I not seeing where I can
Joey's been
interact?
kidding. Horrible joke.
Stay Fishy Livestream. There we go. YouTube.
You know what,
All right,
Joey?
here we go.
I just got a new boat, okay? And I gotta
No,
work
she
on
didn't.
it. My boat.
My boat.
My boat. I got 6 grand coming to my account tomorrow. And
I bought the boat, and I don't think I want to sell it to her. If I
Oh
do, it's
my.
going to be about 8 grand. Because this is a nice boat. I like it.
Yeah, but you want a stupid. I'm trying to think of a politically correct term way to say this. You want a
I want a pontoon boat.
Yeah, pansy boat.
Pansy boat?
Yeah.
You know how you really wanted this boat from me? I don't think I want to give it to you now. I don't care if you pay for it or not. You have a boat, and now I have a boat.
But I'm gonna take that boat out.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think $6,000.
Nah, I spent the money. I bought the boat.
Joey said, "Can Rich touch his elbows behind his back?"
I don't think so, Joey. Why? Why you want to know if I'm a contortionist? What the hell, son?
Joanne said you haven't uploaded anything in a while on your channel. I actually just videoed getting the boat. I'm gonna post that on my channel.
She didn't get the boat.
I picked up the boat.
I paid for it.
I got the boat. You paid for it.
Who's got the title?
Who's gonna be driving it?
I've got the title.
Who's gonna be driving it?
I'm anybody but you.
Do you want to get whacked?
Oh, you want to smack me? You want to threaten me? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who's gonna be taking the boat out? Tell the people.
Well, I can't really take the boat out because I got to watch Tracy, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let her drive it. It'll sit here and rot for all I care.
It's gonna sit here and rot, really.
Right.
Big Rich said Sky.
Sue Ann says, Big Rich and Sky are taking us out tomorrow in her boat. Yeah, she's got a little raft. She's going to take Sue Ann out in tomorrow. You get to go.
Yeah.
You get to go fishing tomorrow.
Can I tell what Josh said?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, when Josh came over, I said, hey, Josh, look, now I got a boat. And I was like, that thing over there, that's a dinghy now. And it's a
He
pretty
called
nice
it a
boat.
raft.
And he was like, no, that's a raft. And so now we're just referring to it as the raft.
So Skylar's boat is the raft. That's what you will be going out on. Hope you don't, float downstream forever.
And then my third boat is what we're going to be calling the boat. And you guys
Commander Norland says, Big Rich, you need to make the video of Rich on the boat when it's going really fast. Well, see, it's got a big block 454 in it. It's like a mini cigarette boat. It's a speed boat, but it's also a fun boat. You know what I'm saying? It's 24 foot long, and it's got a big block 454 in it. It's like magical for an idol.
He was limited at 55 miles an hour only because of how small the lake was, and he was going so fast. So we can probably at least hit 60 on it.
Love Man says MNO. I don't NMO. I don't know what that means, but hitting Big Rich, the fuck? You need to stop hitting me. Seriously. I give you a free place to live.
I treat you like drums.
I give you a place to live. All I ask is you to do some work around here, and you sleep all day, every day.
And then what do how many parking spots do I have taken up now?
Like 5? That's not helping your case.
I did a lot of cleaning today.
She done my laundry. Thank her. Took 20 minutes, but the rest of the day she slept.
I plead the fifth on this one.
Bruce Cormack says the same thing I told you. You can take the new boat out on the koi pond in the back. I told her she can store it back there. It's my boat. She can go in and it's got a front area where she can, camp out and stuff. So if Reaper comes over camping out, she can go on the boat in the pond and sleep there. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect.
Yeah, we were talking about that. So, Ann, you can drive. I have the other boat here, too.
Yeah, she can drive. Probably better than you.
Oh, I'm a good boat driver. You knew you were about to.
She drives her boat. It's a 2-cycle motor. So this poor little 40 horsepower, she's like, full throttle, full send is what she says. No, you're bringing that motor out. It's begging for help. It's begging for mercy.
And you know what I say? Full throttle, full send, bitch.
Hey, Big Rich, your new boat is badass. It's got a big block Chevy motor in it.
And I'm taking it out.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Uh,
After there's insurance on it, though.
Emerald Hill says moderators be a bit extra on here.
Say the joke again. I want to hear it.
I got a joke about Skylar and I got muted.
Say it
Well,
again.
let's say it again. Let's see what it is. Come on, don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
You can't take that big boat out right now. It's going to waste.
I
right?
can't because I got to watch Tracy.
So there's somebody else here who wants to become a captain. who has
Just
the
because someone
boating
else wants to
license.
drive my car don't mean I have to let them drive my car.
I have all my permits and everything. I
Nope.
can drive it, and so
I got the title. I got no insurance. You're not driving it.
I'm saying when you get the insurance, on
You're
it,
not driving it.
when you get the insurance, I'm driving it.
I don't think so. Sue Ann wants to drive the Camaro tomorrow. I don't think so. There's nobody on the insurance but me, bud.
You have a better look at seeing God.
Right.
I'll say what we're
I won't even
saying.
let her sit on the Harleys near the Camaro.
Yeah, I just got yelled at today. Okay, no, if you get drunk, I've been able to, when we had the nurses here, I've sat on the Harleys. Is that Jerry?
What was that?
You guys.
I missed. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Got him. Get out of here, Jerry. Ouch. Ow. Hey, me.
What? Okay. that should have been muted. Read the last one in your head. Did you not read the first part? I said Skylar gets my Twinkie going.
Emerald Hills, you have a Twinkie? I would not admit that to people.
Depth charge. I can drive it. Rich is just bull crapping with me.
No. The point is, she can't drive it, period.
I can drive it. I bad at cars, but I can drive boats. I'm fun with boats. I got a whole YouTube channel on it.
Nah.
You've never been on a boat with me. You don't know how fun I am on a boat.
You're driving a little 40 horsepower, and you're
90.
No, you got a 40 horse on your little boat.
No, I have a 90 on that one.
You're screaming balls to the wall.
Yeah, 90.
What is it? What's it called?
What? Full send, full throttle?
Yeah, full send, full
I've
throttle.
hit for like 40 miles an hour on it, so I don't see what's
Okay.
wrong with it.
My first beater ass. What the hell? Who was that?
Jerry, he's being weird.
Fucking Jerry. So you're going 40 miles an hour on the water, and I'm telling you, this little itty bitty boat ain't going to handle shit, right? I was dissatisfied with my Bayliner with the 5.0 motor in it because it only did 50 miles an hour.
Well, now I'm
And it was like,
60.
whoa, 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 whoa. And the boat was like this the whole way. We had to put people up in front to lean it down to get it to plane off.
Well, when there's
Then it would take off and go.
when there's a nurse, we're gonna be going 60.
Because we got a big block in my motor, in my boat.
But I'm gonna be driving, taking out.
She's not going to be driving.
I'm gonna be driving.
Jerry, try to give me a wet willy and shit.
What
What
the?
the hell?
I think Jerry might be hitting on you.
Joanna Nell says, Rich, does she drive you up a wall? She drives me up every wall around here. Trust me.
What? I'm sweet, innocent, and pure.
My son laughs from the other room. That's great.
All right, now I'm out of here. I just got all pump pumps running. We're good out there. I'm gonna call you later. I need to turn on one more pump for me.
Okay. Just give me a call, buddy. See ya. Love you.
He didn't even skip a
Who
beat
does
there.
your hair, Rich? I do my own hair. You know what pisses me off when I get on the Harley? and the wind comes from behind and holds my hair out front like this, and I can't see. And I got my ape hangers right here, you know. That's horrible. So I have to put my hair in like this funnel thing and put a squeegee or a scrunchie every 4 inches all the way down.
Boo-hoo, what was me? My hair gets in the way when I'm driving my nice
Did
Harley.
you beg me to go on the back of my Harley?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's over with now. Because of this boo hoo you.
What
You
was
don't
me?
talk to me like that, you ain't gonna get shit from me.
You're a very nice person, Rich.
Ah, look at you go.
I'm not gonna swear.
Oh, Will Star. He's here.
Oh, Will
You
Star.
can tell him that, you
Will
know,
Star. Did you not see my message? I said Will Star. Oops, I meant Will Star.
yeah, she sent you a message, Will Star, that we ended up getting a different boat than the one, you know, you were talking about. It's a nice boat, but this just happened to be nicer, newer, better, bigger.
Everything was better on it. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. Will Star's not gonna like that.
Raheem says both sides, Big Rich. 24 foot 9 inches. What's it? Chris Craft.
It's a 24.5 foot, 24 and a half foot, 1991 Chris Craft boat. It's
With
got
a 454 in
It's
it.
got a Chevy 454 in it, and I almost swore. It's modded out to the max. It's got a whole surround sound system. The entire interior is redone on it. It's pretty much brand new.
This thing has sex with you. You like can't wait to try that.
I'm gonna slither in there like a sneaky snake. Horsepower, it ends up
Oh,
being around
454 turns out to be 330 horsepower stock motor. I can take that motor and bring it up to about 470, only with a new carb and a new intake, and you know that's it. Some timing issues and a little bit of you know, race fuel instead of regular gas, because if I advance the timing, you're going to have detonation pre-ignition, but I can run 10 alcohol in there, and then I can advance the timing up to a certain point. Then it's putting out its most horsepower it can. With the new carburetor and the new intake, we can get it to breathe a lot easier. Instead of sucking air through a straw, you know, you open up that airway, and he's like,
we're going full send.
way better.
Full send, full throttle, Rich.
Yes.
Bob Taylor said, Skylar, give us an update on the beta mansion. Nigel's the
You
happy.
love that tank.
Nigel loves that tank.
No, you love that
Oh,
tank.
I do. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Everything's great. Nigel and the one guppy I have in there, they're so happy. I got rid of the snails from there. And everything's flourishing in there. My moss is growing farther. It's amazing. And
Raheem, if you ever come here, we'll take you out on the boat, buddy.
yeah, the problem was when Reaper and I got there, I had just had my car. I had a problem towing my 19 footer that weighs 3,500 pounds. This boat's well over 7,500 pounds.
Yeah.
And Reaper.
It looks like a big cigarette boat, like a race boat.
It is. It's a speedboat. That is what it is.
And it is what it is.
That is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and so Reaper and I looked at this and we're like, crap, we might have some problems coming back. And so we got it hooked up and we're just thinking.
And the guy was like, you can't tow this with that little
the guy
Pathfinder.
was awesome. I can't say what he did, but let's just say
He was awesome.
it wasn't $6,000. What was $5,000? And so we hooked up that boat, and gosh darn if we didn't get it back home. We hit 80 miles we got 80 miles on the highway. No
80
problem.
miles an hour on your little Nissan Pathfinder.
Yeah, hell
Oh, towed it just fine.
yeah. Perfect.
He'd have been upset because he thought your thing wouldn't tow it. If I'd have showed up in the OFR van, which is like half the weight of your towing
You
capacity,
would have been.
no, I'd have been almost touching the ground in the back, but I'd have drove home like this. I'm looking at the sky, right? I'd have drove home. I'd have made it home.
Especially what Dano said, that's sketchy. It's sketchy, but that's what backyard boats is all about. It's called
Sketchiness.
It's called backyard boats for a reason. It's not called front yard. Look at my nice
I
boats.
found it in the garbage. It's backyard boats.
It looks nice in your yard, though, doesn't it? Right now. Okay, so then we call Rich.
Right now, it looks like boat war is out in my front yard. It's horrible.
We called Rich on the way back, and we're like, "So where are we gonna put this boat?" And Rich is like, "We'll figure it out once you guys get
Once
here."
you get here, we'll figure it out.
So
I
now
don't have a place for this damn boat.
so, the neighbors, that you guys know that Rich doesn't like at all. Now it's blocking all their garden area.
I pulled in right next to the 30-foot wide driveway. We got 10 foot of grass. I told Reaper right over there. So he pulled into the grass and pulled it up, and there's where it sits. Blocks the neighbor's yard from our yard.
If you think about it this way, you spent $6,000 on a new fence.
So I spent $6,000 on a new fence.
That
It
I'm
is my boat.
That I'm gonna drive.
Why are you telling people it's your boat?
It's my boat. I got that.
I bought it though.
You paid for it. I bought it.
How is it your boat then if I paid for it?
Because I bought it.
Oh my God. You see what I got to deal with, guys?
I'm gonna drive it. You can't. You don't have a nurse right now. You can't drive it right now. You want it to
I
go to
can't leave, but you know what?
You want it to go to
You
waste?
can't leave either.
Yeah, I can. I can leave with the boat.
No.
I can leave with the boat.
No.
Fisher with Dano said her boat, her cat, her black ghost thing. Oh, heartbreaking story on this one.
What?
Fisher with Dano, I went to my
She
state.
lost her boat. She lost her black ghost. The ghost
No,
light.
I did
And the
not.
cat still ain't hers.
So this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking, Fisher with Dano. So I went out to my tank. Josh was always saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take that black ghost knife and put it in a different tank," and I thought he was bullshitting me. And I go out there and my black ghost knife's gone. So now I only got the 3 Pishers. The beta, and the...
You didn't realize he sold the black ghost light?
He sold it?
It was not in your tank no more.
He put it in a different tank, he said.
Right.
He sold
Have you
it?
seen it in another tank?
No. Are you serious right now?
He told you when you took it, we took it in, we were like, we don't know where we're going to put this. And you were
He
like,
said it was-
you can put it in my tank.
No. What
So
I
he
told-
did, but
He said he was going to
then
put
the
it
next
in
day I was like, oh, she loves that fish. She thinks it's hers. He's like, oh, no. I let her put it in her tank because that's a good place to put it, but I will sell it.
You sold it?
No, he did.
He told me he put it in with the discus.
Yeah,
And I haven't been able to find it in there.
because he sold it. I'm just saying. He found a good home for it.
His name was Knifey.
Well,
He has a good
Knifey
home.
got sold.
Can somebody send me a black ghost knife, please? I
Stop
really
it.
want her to heal or
Stop
something.
asking for anything. Stop it.
Are you serious? He sold it?
Yeah, OBG Foster says, first the cat, now the boat. Next up, the Camaro she's going to claim as hers.
Cat is mine.
You did stand next to the Camaro. It
I
may
sat
be
in the
considered
Camaro.
yours.
I sat in the Camaro. I went to go turn the key.
There you go. It may be yours. This is what coming next.
Yeah, maybe. I want a black ghost knife now. I didn't know Knifey was sold. You said you didn't sell fish that have names. Knifey had a name.
Sue Ann says, Big Rich, can I at least sit in the driver's seat and feel the rumble? You know what? We haven't started it yet this summer. You are more than welcome to sit in the passenger seat, but there's a lot of work we got to do to, start it up. Every time it's crazy, because the new gas dries out over the the winter, and it becomes just a nastiness. And then you put fuel in there, and it plugs up everything. So we can't do that. We have to clean out the old carb first. I have 2 950 HP carbs on there. So that's 8 lines of gas going in. I have to clean out 8 lines of fuel. What do you call it? When your fuel gets so high it shuts off. I forget that name of it. Simple name. But anyways, there's so much to clean out before we can put fuel in it. It's a big job.
Josh, you sold Knifey? The black ghost knife that was in my tank. Did you sell them? You didn't? Your dad said you sold them. Alright, bye.
No, he's busted.
Alright, Knifey's still here.
Ah! Go back there and look. I dare you. Got rid of him.
Are you serious? I don't know who's telling the truth and who's
Go
fibbing.
back and look in the discus tank to see
No,
if you can find the knife.
I don't want to cry.
Have I ever lied to you?
Yes.
No. I said, this is my cat. And then you said, no, it's my cat. I'm like, no, it's my cat.
How many times have you changed up his litter?
You do change his litter every day.
Name one time you've changed his litter.
I don't even feed him. I just know that I bought him. He's my cat.
That's what the
Just
boat's
because
gonna
you
be
take
like.
care of him.
I'm gonna take care of the boat's gonna take care of me in the water.
And the Knifefish is going to take care of you?
Yeah.
No, he's already sold.
Is he actually? I don't know
Yeah.
who's telling the truth.
He sold the son of a bitch.
Josh said he's in the discus tank.
Go look in the discus tank. See if you can find him.
I don't want it because it'll make me sad.
Y'all know Big Ridge don't lie. What's the rattle? It sounds like that fan, ain't it?
Yeah, it's fake.
Can you change the fan settings?
You have to move out. Okay, though.
So says flushing lines is easy, but not the carbs. All the carbs have 4-corner metering system, which means I have 4 corners I have to take out and get liquid from, and then I have to make sure that the new liquid comes in and the floats don't stick. That was what the word I was looking for before. And then I have to tune it to that, and then I can go ahead and start it. It's a big process.
I say we just say send the bitch. I can't read anything. Jens Carlson says, you guys need some strawberry pizza.
No,
I would
we do
try
not.
it. Yeah.
No.
I only threw up because you were gagging. It tasted.
I was gagging so bad. That was horrible.
And that made me throw up. Otherwise, it tasted good, I think. It did not taste that
She's
bad.
a liar. She was
I can't
puking
smell
on her
anything. Yeah, because you were gagging.
own.
Joanne,
It was horrible.
Joanne just said he's a 50-50% ownership. Oh, I take care of
Look,
Loki.
plain and simple. I bought it. I own it. Period.
Who takes care of it?
You take care of Loki. You don't take care of my boat.
Yes, I do.
But you sent out plenty of messages tonight. I got a new boat.
I did get a new boat.
You did not.
I have $6,000 ready to send to you.
You have it ready to send to me. I didn't tell you I was selling it to you.
Well, you're supposed to. That's what I was under the assumption of.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys see what I'm working with here, right?
I'll even pay,
Suan
I'll pay
says,
for the
Raheem,
tax.
if you came to visit, I bet my life Big Rich would give you a place to stay. Yes, I would, Suan. He would have the spare bedroom, which has the best bathroom in the house, as its own bathroom into the spare bedroom. He could close that door and never come out and be happy as can be. I'm just saying. Wait a minute. Lars Bremen says, you can have my foot-long ghost night. I am from Holland.
Send him over. Send him over.
You ready to fly to Holland to pick him up?
You can ship him. Send him over.
That's way too long in a package. I just love that there's another guy offering you a footlong. I'm just saying.
Another one? I don't have one. Okay, let me do this. Let me bring Loki out here. I'll hold him, then you hold him.
I don't want to hold that cat. He bashes me in the head. He slaps me. He bites my ankles. I don't want to hold that cat.
See whose cat he really is. Now, give me a second.
Yeah, Joey's going to get mad letting the other guy spend the night in his room. Yep. For sure. All right, let me get this out of here. All the way down. Okay. Let me see this here. Okay. Then let me see this. Oh, that's it. Okay. All right, gentlemen. We are basically winding up the night. I've got a bunch of stuff to do. I got to take care of Tracy, and she's coming out with the cat though. Again, if there's any way she can get attention, it's with the cat. It's with. Trust me, she'll get attention.
Let's see who he handles better with. Jens Carlson says Skyler's Maine Coon is more pretty than Mullet.
All right, Jens Carlson is off the channel.
I was told I'm the least favorite part of your channel by Love MMA 09. Thanks, that was
No offense, but she's my least favorite part of the stream.
I'm on after the stream's over.
Wade Higgins, my buddy, says, have a drink, Rich. There you go, buddy.
Here, wait, hold on. You didn't even cheers to me?
Mickey Mouse says, that's one nice kitty you have there. That's funny. That's funny. And that reminds me of Johnny Carson. Ava Gabor came onto his channel. You don't know who Ava Gabor is. She was on Green Acres. You know, she was a big wig back in the 70s. But Ava Gabor come on and she brought her cat with her. And Johnny Carson asked her, can I pet your pussy? on TV. Oh, he got so fined for this. It was horrible. It was all bad for him. No, stop. Oh my God, no.
He's right here.
This kid is crazy. Look at this guy. Let me pull him up.
Here, this is actually
Look at
the
this
best way
thing. This thing here is retarded looking. He is. I'm telling you, he's like 20 pounds.
Yeah,
He's heavy as can be. Yeah, and he looks like a damn bobcat or a lion mixed with a bobcat. Look at that face. That's just something else. And he takes these big ass hands and he swats me with them as I'm walking by.
At least you haven't gotten a black eye from the cat.
That thing is crazy. Salty Blank Zero says, Skylar has a very hairy kitty. Oh.
I don't even know how to respond to that one.
Right. Me Mount says, that's one nice kitty.
Yeah, he is. Well, no, not really at night.
Vasquez family says, you get balanced, Skylar.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
It's a crying shame. Says, I like Skylar. She makes me laugh. Swan says, seems like a good time to call it a night, guys.
Not yet.
See
We're
ya.
not done with the drink. I got some left. You got some left.
Salty Blank Zero says the scrap prepper Skylar has a very hairy cat. We love you, Skylar. Samantha Norman says.
Oh, thank you, Samantha. Wade Higgins said, Sky, tell your mom I want to take her out. Just send her a message on Facebook, Dana Miller.
D-A-N-A, Dana Miller.
What letter is day?
I don't know what day is. Wade, send her a message. She's looking for a man.
Salty Blend Zeros, the Skylar is comedy relief for the Ohio Fish Rescue. Sven says, is that the same kitty that...
Yes.
It's not pink eye, he just gave me a black eye. He hit me in the head.
It's pink eye.
It's not pink eye, that's an infection. I don't have an infection.
Oh,
Joseph
yeah.
Karen discovered the internet and says, that cat looks majestic as hell.
It is a nice little cat.
Almost as majestic as Big Rich's bullet.
Right. It's so close.
Everybody uses the same term. Everybody calls him majestic. Hey, Rich, have I not taken great care of this kitty?
You are doing a great job.
Too good
She
of
feeds
care?
it like chicken livers, beef livers, and
I feed him
what was the
beef
other thing?
liver, chicken liver, and then gizzards. And then
Gizzards.
I also feed him other, like, just raw meat scraps that you have. In addition to that, I feed him wet food once a day, and then I feed him dry food all the time.
This cat is growing
I
nonstop.
think I'm growing him a little too much.
He's a big, huge kitty for 7 months. Oh my God.
This is not a kitten.
That's a kitten.
I know he's a kitten. Yeah, it's a Maine Coon.
When you get mad at the cat and you're like, get out of my way, cat, you go to shoo him away,
He'll
and
grab
he
onto
stands up and he just bats your leg and takes you to the ground.
We've been trying to implement. Anybody have any good ideas on how to stop him from biting or clawing us? Because I've been trimming his nails and everything, but he's
That don't work.
Yeah. We need some other ways. I'm good enough with training till a point. And yeah, the cat's gonna
Luco
be 3 times
says,
as
is
big.
that a cat or a Maine Coon? Yes, he is. He will calm down when he gets fixed. When's he getting fixed? You've missed his last 2 appointments.
I don't think I get scared when I drive along. You know that.
So if it was a waterway and I let her drive the boat there, she'd have him at his,
I'm
doctor's.
fine on water. I'm fine on dirt bikes. I'm fine on everything except for cars. They have these protector nail things from Amazon. Oh, I'll have to look into that.
Are they like that big thing that goes around their neck so they can't claw anything? You get one around each hand.
He'd
That
be
would be
good with
awesome.
it, yeah, because he's good with wearing like anything I put on him. I'll have to look into that.
All right, guys, we got to go. We're done for the night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Love you guys. Our Friday nights are always special with you guys. So we are out of here.